They lied and said Hillary was invincible. They put out thousands of fake polls. And now they're in full meltdown mode. Did they back off? Did they apologize to the public? No. They doubled down and are now declaring war on what's left of the free press. American nationalism is reawakening. We're discovering what sovereignty is. That the American people of every race, color, and creed run our own affairs and control our own destiny, not foreign multinational corporations. Globalism is their admitted system of planetary control. And because Americans, through Donald Trump, and because Brits, through the Brexit, and Russians, through their movements, are reasserting national determination, the multinational corporations have gone into full panic mode. They have activated the most incredible weaponization of mainstream media I've ever seen. Now, for years, I sought for the proper name to describe these people. Gerald Celente called them prostitutes. I called mainstream media corporate collaborators or dinosaur media or the Decepticon media. But the term they've cooked up for us, I think, is really the final name that we will hang around their neck, and that's fake news. We saw thousands of fake polls last year and a half put out by all the major media combines, and it's come out via WikiLeaks that it was all staged, all fake. They told you that Donald Trump could never win. They got caught rigging the debates and giving Hillary the questions against Trump, but also during the Democratic debates. And they have the nerve to then say that Infowars.com and Breitbart.com is fake news. We've seen the dirty tricks before where they try to list us as spam or have Google Chrome browsers say that we're fake news. But now they are officially coming out and saying, oh, some professor created a list and we're going to list Infowars.com as fake news. How did we discover this yesterday? Last week, Quantcast, one of the big aggregators that gets their numbers off Google Stats that we also have access to, was showing that we were 168 on the web. We've gone from 200 and something to 168, biggest website in the world, bigger than the BBC, bigger than the New York Times Online. And again, Infowars.com is just one of our websites. Where we're really big is on terrestrial radio and YouTube and Facebook and Twitter via the videos. We had 85 plus million viewers during election week. That's the biggest thing out there. And I kept wondering, how are they going to counter us? And then I saw an announcement last Wednesday, right after the election, like 9 days ago. And it basically stated that Zuckerberg was in trouble because he'd been told by the Democrats, get rid of fake news, and he hadn't done it. And I went, oh my God, that's that blacklist they've been talking about for a few years to try to delist us off universities, military websites, Wi-Fi mass transit, things like libraries. Because that's happened before. And boom, it happened. We went to the Quantcast and we were completely delisted. And we went through the Google Chrome. It said because we were a fake news site that was misleading or dangerous. The story's on Infowars.com. This is so incredible. Then we tracked back the list that had been released a few days ago that had gotten almost no coverage, where a professor made the list for Google. Now, quite frankly, Facebook and Twitter have led the charge for censorship the last few years. Google hasn't been as bad, but now they're at the very center of this with their Google Chrome. This is incredible. Now, let's be clear. I called our top star writer and researcher, Paul Watson, this morning at about 6 a.m. He's over in London, so he'd already been up. And I said, are you aware of what's happening? He goes, the fake news list. Yes, it's the latest track, the latest attack. And I said, well, we've got to double down and expose it. He goes, don't worry, Alex. They've done it before. We always kick their ass. And we will kick their ass taking action with you spreading the word and letting folks know, oh, yeah, we're fake news. We told you the polls were fake. We were proven totally right. We told you Trump would win. We were proven totally right. We exposed the NSA and how they were spying 20 years ago. We've exposed basically everything. We told you Hillary was falling down having seizures. We had the top passes at the RNC in July in Cleveland, folks. We met with the Secret Service. We have the top generals on. I've been in communication with 2 top generals today. I mean, they're patriots. The truth is we kept waiting for the government to do the right thing. The government was too big and had problems. But the big problem is the corporations and the controlled media that's bullying and running the government. And now, God forbid, there be a new independent media led by DrudgeReport.com, Breitbart.com, Infowars.com. And right there, it's a badge of courage, a badge of honor that Infowars is right there with Breitbart, mixed in with some other news sites that are satire and things. But the point is, we're not satire. When we do satire, very rarely, we put satire in the headline. In fact, I quit doing satire the last year because the public, in some cases, is so dumbed down they don't know. But if you compare that to, say, New Yorker magazine, I noticed during the election they went almost all satire as a cover for fake news. We've seen advertorials put out as so-called news articles with quotes of Trump he never said. It goes on and on. It is incredibly rare to see libertarians or patriots or conservatives or veterans groups or gun groups or Christian groups to put out fake news headlines. That's what the left does. Think about how Hollywood and Funny or Die and Saturday Night Live have put out hundreds of fake pieces where it shows rural people and whites as being bigoted racist. That's what's bigoted. They show simulated KKK rallies every day on the news claiming whites are having them because they can't find real ones happening, and then cover up brainwashed minorities attacking whites in record numbers. This is just one more example of how they've totally turned reality upside down. So we've seen a discrediting of the pollsters, the mainstream media, of the whole corporate system. But they're going to strike back now. And we're seeing that unfold, an attempt at classical, hardcore censorship that every American needs to meet head on by openly declaring and decrying what it is, but also producing your own radio shows, your own YouTubes, your own articles, your own emails, your own calls to talk radio, to C-SPAN, going and getting on live corporate media and taking it over legally and lawfully, like we saw our listeners do exposing Bill Clinton's sex crimes, and letting these traitors know that we're sick of them, we're tired of them, and if they want to try to end our sacred First Amendment, we're going to take the fight to them like never before, using that powerful instrument known as free speech. I told the globalists a long time ago, I don't know how this fight's going to end, but history shows when good men take action, evil falls. So I'll tell you one more time. I don't know how this is going to end, but you started this fight, you drew first blood, and we're kicking your ass in the info war. So if you want to fight, you better believe you've got one. Clean, pure drinking water. You can't survive without it. But where do you get it? Alexa Pure Pro is a brand new, groundbreaking, gravity-fed water filtration system that is like no other. The Alexa Pure Pro transforms water from virtually any fresh source into clean, healthy drinking water, pairing the unprecedented superfiltration power of an all-new gravity block core with a hybrid chromatic shell. It removes up to 99.999% of impurities, including bacteria, viruses, fluoride, disinfectants, volatile organic contaminants, and hormones. Filter capacity up to 5,000 gallons. Stainless steel construction, easy assembly, low maintenance. Replacement filters are simple to install. And now, as part of an exclusive limited time introductory offer, you can save $20 off the retail price and get free shipping. This is a limited time offer, so order your unit today and receive free shipping and $20 off. Go to InfoWarsStore.com or call 888-253-3139. The corporate press has been completely discredited. They lied and said Hillary was invincible. They put out thousands of fake polls. And now they're in full meltdown mode. Did they back off? Did they apologize to the public? No. They doubled down and are now declaring war on what's left of the free press. American nationalism is reawakening. We're discovering what sovereignty is. That the American people of every race, color, and creed run our own affairs and control our own destiny, not foreign multinational corporations. Globalism is their admitted system of planetary control. And because Americans, through Donald Trump, and because Brits, through the Brexit, and Russians, through their movements, are reasserting national determination, the multinational corporations have gone into full panic mode. They have activated the most incredible weaponization of mainstream media I've ever seen. Now, for years, I sought for the proper name to describe these people. Gerald Celente called them prostitutes. I called mainstream media